The last time I was up here with London Bridges II, we were taking on the Baltimore Ravens in Super Bowl 60. They were undefeated until they had to run into these Green Bay Packers again. So those were highlights of the old gameplay that I had, but I had to go all the way through again, and I ended up facing the Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl on the real version of the game. I'm like, okay, are they really gonna make it in real life? What is going on? Of course, you know that dude Charles Woodson is bringing out the trophy, and your boy is rocking number 21 on the Packers, and it's Super Bowl MVP. So it could not get any better for Green Bay in that first season, but I felt like it was time for a change, and I am gonna end up requesting a trade from my agent. And I know some of y'all was saying she looked good and this and that, looking like Stat Baby or whatnot, and she is wondering how happy am I with the Green Bay Packers under Coach LaFleur. Now everything went great, but I have to tell a fib over here so I could get a trade. A new head coach will respect your veteran leadership. However, you'll have to rebuild all of your teammate relationships from scratch. And I am gonna say yes. Let me go ahead and demand that trade, and she will send me the list of teams, which will be every team in the NFL. So you can essentially pick anywhere you want to go. Now, this only happens at the end of the season. Keep that in mind. And some of you were wondering, how do you simulate games? But hold up. I am going to be going to the Atlanta Falcons. Raheem Morris is hitting me up. But all you really have to do is go into your settings, put accelerated clock on, and just put your quarter length on like 3 or 4 minutes or less than that if you really want to. I put mine on 4 with accelerated clock, so I'll still have an opportunity to get some stats out there, but I still got through the games pretty quickly. Make sure to spend some time exploring Atlanta, and look at your boy looking swagged out here. You know I had to come and check out the gear and set this home uniform before we got into our first game. But some of the reasons I wanted to come to the Falcons, some of you obviously told me in the comments you wanted to see me play here. Also, I'm rocking that number 21. We're going to be looking like Deion Sanders out here. And they are one of the teams that has never won a Super Bowl. And I want to rock some red and black. I've been out to Atlanta a lot. I used to live in Georgia way back in the day, but let's get into this cutscene.
A new week for Atlanta, and next on the schedule are the Vikings. They know they'll be challenged. For any good cornerback, that's just how they like it.
Oh yeah, we're going to have plenty of opportunities to get interceptions. We are going up against the Minnesota Vikings in our opener. And remember, I did play against them when I was with the Green Bay Packers. Twice, because we were in the same division, and you know they like to throw it all over the place. JJ McCarthy is coming back out here to try to do his thing, and of course you know Justin Jefferson is going to be trying to gritty all over our defense, so we're going to be running a lot of nickel and dime. They're going to be in a lot of 11 and 10 personnel. More defensive backs on the field will help us contain this aggressive passing attack. So I'm gonna say they love to take shots. I'm gonna be out there lurking, trying to get these interceptions. Yes, we know McCarthy loves to take shots downfield, especially to Justin Jefferson. It's your job this week to contain him and prevent the big play at all costs. So I am going to be trying to man up on him a lot in this game. And my boy Michael Penix Jr. is already inviting me to a birthday party. Of course, I'm gonna have to go hang out with my boys, you already know. But my sphere of influence, you see Raheem Morris, we have that one to maximize because we had it like that when we were at the Green Bay Packers. So it's a good thing that they keep all of that the same. The main thing that you have to improve when you go to a new team is like your teammate connections. But as far as my attributes, I'm gonna give you an update because you see your boys looking like a beast. Now my build is a ball hawk. It did change a little bit when I got on the real version of the game. You see my catching is maxed out. My hit power is as well, and play rec. And I have 3 gold abilities, which are gonna be honorary receiver, destroyer, and that film student, which I still think is one of the cheesiest abilities you can have on Madden. But we're about to get into this first game. Let's get it! Minnesota was 14-3 last season. We were 8-9. We have a lot of improvement to do here, especially since I'm on the squad. I ain't gonna mess around, dude. And look, I'm one-on-one with Jefferson. All you have to do is go to like your coaching adjustments, and I did it based on depth chart. Since he's the top wide receiver, I'm the top cornerback. Wait a minute!
What in the blue moon?
How did I drop that, bruh? I could not believe that. Have any of you been dropping interceptions? I've seen it happen a few times, and I have a 99 catch. I'm like, man, that is not right. But now I'm seeing exactly what they're trying to do on these routes. He's going outside. Give me that! The user. I am taking that thing all the way for the touchdown.
Lock in, lights, camera, action. Tell ESPN, it's a top scene. Lock in, lights, camera, action. I don't fold a band when it's time to win.
I told you I was gonna be looking like primetime Deion Sanders out here. But now Justin Jefferson is upset. He saw me out there celebrating. He's out here trying to cook. I could not get the tackle. I'm like, all right, dude, calm down a little bit. Just because I was in the end zone celebrating doesn't mean you have to, oh my! I thought I had myself another one right there. That's one of the few times that I have seen the quarterback throw it over your head. You know, normally they throw the ball all flat. And they are bringing me out of the game on 3rd and goal from the 2. I'm like, come on, Madden.
Holy moly.
You know they're going to score as soon as you come out. And look at that. They are going to get the rushing touchdown. You know, if I was out there, it would have been a different result. They would have been kicking the field goal. But we're back on defense. I am coming up with that hit. Your boy is doing his thing out here so far with his debut for the Atlanta Falcons. And let's see what our offense is going to be able to do. That boy Penix is killing it. That is what I like to see, baby. Look, I'm trying to see what McCarthy wants to do. He's running that thing up the middle and getting the first down. We need to prevent them from getting a touchdown right here before halftime. But they are on the 6-yard line. I'm checking out the routes. He's going to find somebody over the middle. Addison is in there. But now we are back on offense. And it looks like we are going to be balling this year. Oh, man, I am liking what I'm seeing. I wish our offense could score like that on college football 26. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we are coming up with the pick. That's what I'm talking about, baby!
McCarthy's pass. Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Our defense is out here doing their thing. And I'm looking at this route saying, no! JJ, if you throw my way, I am gonna make you pay. That's exactly what I do. Hey, at least we didn't drop that one. I would have really been mad, you feel me? And look at our offense going down the field yet again. Are we going to be able to punch it in the 4th quarter and try to put this game away? That boy Bijan is in there. And I know that haters are going to hate, so just for this time, I got to go show y'all. Yes, I am still playing on all Madden Sim. The reason I have it on Sim because I still want the injuries and the fatigue and all that good stuff, you feel me? But we're going back into this game up 34-14. And I'm trying to figure out what play I want to run. You see what Raheem Morris suggests, but I'm going to try to do my own thing. I'm over here guarding Jefferson, trying to make sure he doesn't go off. We've been containing him for the most part, so I can't really complain. But they have a 4th and 12. This might be it for the Vikings, and he is going to be picked off. Did you see that one? McCarthy took a hit, and we ended up getting the ball. And we're going to walk out of here with a W. Our first victory, 35-14. So I cannot complain about that one at all, dude. I ended up having a pick 6, another interception. It should have been 3. I had that hit stick and an A+ grade, so I feel good about that one. You see, Penix played really good. Not the same for McCarthy. Over on the rushing side, Bijan almost 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and we held Jefferson to just 70 yards. I feel like that's a W. And I am getting Defensive Player of the Week. So I'm going to show you a few clips from our next game against Arizona. I didn't want to bore you too much with this one, if you know what I mean. I'm coming up. Coming up with a big hit already. And I'm trying to read the play. I see what that boy Murray is trying to do. He must have been on that Battlefield 6 beta. Homeboy is not looking too good right now. I see they want to run this slant across the middle, but they are running the ball. Your boy is coming up with another one. I see they want to run a screen. I was trying to intercept that bad boy, but I still got back there. And look at me right up the middle. He is going to fumble the ball. I almost got the touchdown. Nobody could scoop up the rock, as you see. And we are celebrating in Arizona. Coming out here getting yet another victory. So that one ended up being 21-7. But you're not going to believe who I have to play in the next game. Oh, boy. One of the teams that I hate to face. You probably know exactly who I'm talking about. But check that out. I'm going up to level 39.
It's on to a new week for Atlanta. And next on the schedule are the Ravens. It's all hands on deck to slow down the run. And that means everyone gets involved.
The Baltimore Ravens. Not again. And you see Michael Penix with the do-rag on. I'm like, yo, how come our player can't do all that? He got in earrings. I wish we had necklaces and chains, nose rings. Hey, come on, Madden. We need all those accessories popping. But check it out. You know they're going to be running the ball a lot. I'm having flashbacks of getting trucked by Derrick Henry in that first game that we played them with the Packers. But we did end up getting our revenge in the Super Bowl. So hopefully My Atlanta teammates are going to have my back. So far, so good in those first 2 games. I can't even lie. We were doing our thing. So are we going to play zone? How's their backfield? Hey, I know who back there. It's going to be that beast. Derrick Henry is their lead back, and he's great at making the first guy miss. Or rather, just run through the first guy. You know what I mean? But we're about to get into this game. But before we do, we have one of these scenarios going on. A hater who constantly criticizes and insults you online. It sounds like some of y'all, brother, has crossed the line. The hacker can unmask them. So, of course, I'm going to have them do that. My hacker can get it popping. And you have been exposed, whoever you are. Let's get it!
And now, your defending AFC champion.
Hey, it's pretty cool. They remember the defending AFC champions. They ended up announcing them as that. And Derrick Henry getting taken down. Look, last week, 61 yards and a touchdown. I'm surprised he didn't have more. I wonder who they played up against. But you see, they are undefeated, and so are we at 2-0. I'm trying to see what Lamar's gonna do. He lobbed that one right over my head. I'm like, you know y'all supposed to throw that thing on a straight line. Oh, boy, he is rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. We got to deal with this dude all game long. At least one of my teammates didn't taunt him this time like we did on the Packers. But I see they have this out route, and it is going to fall incomplete. So now with a 3rd and goal, what is Baltimore going to do? Lamar is lobbing it up, and it is going to fall incomplete. So we ended up getting the stop. They took the field goal, but our offense is on the field, and I like what I have been seeing out of them so far. You see Kyle Pitts, even he is getting involved, getting his first touchdown, and now they have a slant going on right here. I was trying to make sure. Oh, man, they're going to get me with a penalty. A little too much action for this boy London Bridges. But I see they're trying to do pretty much the same exact thing. I need you to sing it for me. I appreciate that, dog. I am coming up with that interception. Lamar caught up with me on that one. I had to give him a little stiff arm, though, but he prevented me from getting that touchdown. But Bijan is going to make up for it. And you see, yeah, it's still glitching on some of those interceptions, man. It's kind of hard to see what's going on some of those plays. But here we are with a 1st and 10. Baltimore! I am getting trucked by Henry! Good, bruh. And I know some of y'all are wondering, how do you get Film Student upgraded? You have to try to guess the plays when you're out here in order to get that XP. So on PlayStation, when you're making those pre-snap adjustments, just hit the R1 button, and then I normally just hit up on the right stick in order to pick pass to be on the safe side. But you know you can also guess the run! I am coming up with that huge hit on Lamar Jackson, trying to make it.
QJB, you're terrible.
Bro, you have got to be kidding me! You see, I am dropping another intercept. Oh, boy. I thought I was about to get that one, too. The receiver ended up dropping it. That will be 4th down. So update on the score, 17 to... Oh... Hey, I wanted to hit stick homeboy, but I couldn't get the right angle. And Henry up the middle, he's in the zone, auto zone, yeah. And he's also in that end zone. Man, I hope I don't have to play these dudes no more. Please do not let them make it to the Super Bowl. And they're getting the 2-point conversion. Jeez Louise. So we have a 17-14 lead, only a 3-point game. And look at Lamar. They are both feeling it back there. I'm trying to see what they're going to do. I see this little curl route. Of course, I'm going to try to cut that thing off, brother, and get another pick. Look at me. I'm waiting for it, and I'm going to get it. I know some of y'all say I'm cheesing or whatnot, but I'm looking like Deion Sanders. That's what happens when you study film, you feel me? And look at our offense. They cannot be stopped, huh? Second down, we are gonna get it. Bijan Robinson is having himself a year already, and now they're keeping that thing on the ground with Henry. But they gotta hurry up, under 2 minutes left in this game. Over the middle, and Lamar is gonna find somebody for the score.
Touchdown, Ravens.
I'm like, all right, we cannot let them think that they are coming back. Is our offense gonna kneel out the clock? Let's see. Wait a minute! We left 37 seconds. What is going on? All they have to do is get in field goal range and they'll win the game. Look at those scary eyes up there from that Raven. I do not like the sight of that. That one's gonna be incomplete. Thank goodness he did not catch that. They would have been pretty close already. So 17 seconds left. I'm backing up the defense. They're gonna throw it underneath. I'm like, okay, that'll work out for us. They're trying to run the hurry up, no huddle offense. But I am going to call a timeout right here to try to regroup. They probably only have time to try to throw a Hail Mary, but they are still all the way back on their side of the field, so I'm backing up, telling my defense to as well. And he's going to throw it to Andrews, and they are going to run out of time. We're going to walk out of here with a W. So I came to Atlanta, and we start the season off undefeated, 3-0. I'm happy with how our team has been playing. So make sure to drop a like and sub if you haven't. We're going to continue to come out here and do our thing and try to get these dubs. Take me out of here, Siri!
That's nasty. Peace.